This year has taught us a lot about Britney Spears and the life that she's been living these past several years. Between the Framing Britney Spears documentary and the drama that's going on with her conservatorship, and especially her personal testimony, the public have had their eyes open to exactly the pain the singer has been enduring. There are a lot of celebrities who said some horrible things about her in the past, and they need to take accountability for it. So let's talk about the top 10 celebrities who need to apologize to Britney Spears. At number 10, Joel McHale. Back in 2007, Britney made a comeback to the music scene with her song Gimme More, and she performed it live at the MTV Awards. Even though the performance went pretty smoothly, a lot of people had some harsh and downright cruel words for the pop star, her performance, and even her body. During the interview with Keith Olbermann, actor Joel McHale made some comments about Britney's time on stage, and the two of them really dug into the pop star. At the beginning of the interview, Joel gave his review of Britney's performance, where he laid on a lot of sarcasm.
Her eyes were open, her lips were moving, she remained conscious the entire time. It was the greatest impression of an office worker embarrassing themselves at a holiday party I have ever seen. 5 stars, Britney. Bravo.
Joel also made a comment about the singer's body, where he said that in the original take on the performance, it, quote, involved a lot of mirrors. And when Britney was rehearsing the song, she kept stopping and saying, "Who hired the fat girl?" end quote. He also went on to comment on the report that Britney had been seen crying backstage at the performance and was seen texting someone. When asked about who he thought the singer was texting, he said, quote, "I think we can rule out dietitian, personal trainer, psychologist, clothing stylist, makeup artist, nanny, actual musician, songwriter," end quote. These were all such horrible comments to make, and even though a lot of people were making mean comments about the singer during this time of her life, that doesn't excuse the words that were said, and it certainly warrants issuing an apology. At number 9, Ivo Niehe. After an interview from 1999 resurfaced, Dutch TV presenter Ivo Niehe came under fire for making inappropriate comments towards a then 17-year-old Britney Spears. Britney had sat down with him for a live interview, and it started off pretty fine, as she answered questions about her rise to fame and answered some fan questions as well. But things took a very inappropriate turn, and Britney's fans are calling for an apology. During the interview, Ivo came out of left field and commented on the pop star's body. He proceeded to ask the singer about her thoughts on breast implants and the fact that people had been speculating that she had gotten plastic surgery. It was an insanely inappropriate question to ask, and he knew it wouldn't go over well, because he even commented on the fact that Britney was known to get mad at people when they would ask her about her body. The fact that he still went ahead with making those comments shows how little respect was really there, and shows that Britney is definitely owed an apology. Now, before I carry on with the list, I would like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far, and also check out my gaming channel Vibe Girl if that's something that you would be interested in. At number 8, Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton is best known for his celebrity gossip. He was basically the YouTube tea channel of the 2000s. One of the celebrities that he commented on a lot was Britney Spears, because like many other Hollywood tabloids and bloggers, he saw it as a hot topic and a cash grab. He's made horrible comments, like posting a t-shirt after the passing of actor Heath Ledger that said, quote, "Why couldn't it be Britney?" Because of the things that he said and done to damage Britney's image and hurt her personally, fans have called on him to apologize, which he actually recently did. Perez made a statement saying, quote, "I can't say I was just young and dumb. I think we know a lot more." And initially, many folks, myself included, were shocked and alarmed and especially concerned for her young children. I know I did not express myself as well as I could have. I didn't lead with empathy and compassion, which thankfully seems like most people are now understanding the severity of Britney's situation. I absolutely apologize and carry deep shame and regret. Now, just because he made this apology doesn't mean that all is forgiven, because a lot of Britney's fans don't accept his words because of the fact that he has a history of bullying women and trivializing mental health. Do you think that he needs to apologize again, or are there other reparations that he can make? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. At number 7, Shawn Mendes. Turns out that fans have called out Shawn Mendes for comments he made about Britney back in 2015. After a clip from one of Shawn's radio interviews was resurfaced, many of Britney's fans called on Shawn to apologize to the pop star for making fun of, quote, "one of Britney's most fragile moments of her life." But what did Shawn do exactly? Well, during the radio interview, Shawn was playing a game where he had to act out a celebrity, and when he was prompted to act out Britney Spears, he reenacted when she shaved her head.
Oh, that's a very good one.
Kiss me, baby, one more time. Britney!
As of filming this, Shawn hasn't commented on this clip, but do you guys think that he should also take accountability for his actions? At number 6, Kathy Griffin. Comedian Kathy Griffin is well known for being a little offensive. We saw it with the whole D-Trump head fiasco, and the same goes for the comments that she's made about Britney Spears. Kathy's comments have been brought to light by fans of the pop star as they demand accountability from those who've hurt Britney, and in some resurfaced clips from interviews and comedy sets, people have gotten a taste for the kinds of things that the comedian has said about the pop star, and it's left many people upset. In one instance, while talking to the late Larry King, Kathy tried to make a jab at Britney's mental health. Kathy saying that Britney wasn't, quote, all there was a very damaging thing to say, but in another resurfaced clip from one of Kathy's comedy shows, she also joked about the fact that she was jealous of Britney's breakdown because she got to be, quote, wheeled away by hunky emergency responders, end quote. Sometimes comedy can go too far when it's at the expense of someone else, so I think that an apology is owed. At number 5, Katy Perry. As people have been confronting celebrities for their insensitive remarks about Britney Spears in the past, fans have unearthed some comments made by singer Katy Perry from back in 2017 that many people believe warrant an apology. Katy's comments played on when Britney shaved her head. When walking the red carpet at the Grammy Awards that year, Ryan Seacrest asked Katy about the hiatus that she took from music, where she replied saying, quote, it's called taking care of my mental health. I haven't shaved my head yet. End quote. Later on that night, Katy made some similar comments after she was asked about her new blonde hair, where she said, quote, the only thing I have left to do is shave my head, which I'm really saving for a public breakdown, end quote. Katy did end up addressing these comments in 2020, but with the new attention that she's receiving following the Free Britney movement, do you guys think that she should address them again and make another apology? At number 4, John O'Hurley. The Framing Britney Spears documentary featured a lot of instances where Britney's name, career, and mental health were dragged through the mud or made fun of. And one instance that was prominently featured in the documentary was from a 2008 episode of Family Feud hosted by John O'Hurley. In this episode, John asked the contestants to, quote, name something Britney Spears has lost in the past year. Among some of the accepted answers for this question were, quote, her husband, her hair, her mind, respect/dignity, weight, her fans, and her children, end quote. The fact that something like this was able to slide through onto television has a lot of Britney fans upset, and they've been demanding accountability for letting this happen. These comments making fun of Britney's quote-unquote downfall certainly did not age well and really shows how much the world had ganged up on the pop star, and also makes you think about how Britney must have felt experiencing the whole world turn and laugh at her like this. At number 3, Kendall Ehrlich. People seem to always have an opinion when it comes to the way people, especially women, portray themselves. There are always people who believe that women should look and act a certain way, as some see certain celebrities as being too sexy. This is the kind of criticism Britney Spears faced during her career, and this is also what caused the former First Lady of Maryland to make an extremely harsh comment about the singer. Kendall believed that Britney was being too sexual in the media and was a bad role model to young girls at the time, and during a conference in 2003, the former First Lady essentially said that given the opportunity, she would physically hurt Britney. If you want to know exactly what she said, you'll have to look up her exact words because I am not going to repeat them. Kendall did issue an apology shortly after she made those comments, but after her comments were exposed again during the Britney Spears documentary, some of Britney's fans have asked the former First Lady to revisit and take accountability for her words. At number 2, Matt Lauer. A 2006 interview with Matt Lauer recently resurfaced, showing that this interview severely damaged Britney's personal life, and although there's been a call for accountability, Matt has said that he was just doing his job and would, quote, do it again. The interview in question caused Britney to break down in tears after Matt read off a bunch of negative tabloid headlines to the singer, who was pregnant at the time. Some of the headlines called her a bad mom, criticized her music, and criticized her marriage as well. At the end of all that, Matt asked Britney what she did to deserve all of these negative headlines, and this caused her to start crying on camera. A lot of people believe that Matt should issue an apology for what he put her through during that interview and for how much it affected her. And finally, at number 1, Diane Sawyer. A lot of people consider TV journalist Diane Sawyer as one of the people who hurt Britney the most after her 2003 interview with the pop star resurfaced following the Framing Britney documentary. A lot of people see Diane as someone who really got the ball rolling on the media's portrayal of Britney, especially after her high-profile breakup with Justin Timberlake. During the interview, Diane asked about said breakup, where she asked the singer, quote, he has gone on television and pretty much said that you broke his heart. Did you do something that caused him so much pain, so much suffering? What did you do? end quote. Many people saw this comment as really damaging because Diane implied that she and everyone else were taking Justin's side and portrayed Britney as the villain. This hurt Britney's career because she was seen as a horrible person for breaking Justin's heart, even though the situation was much more complicated than that. On top of that, Diane also went on to defend the comment made by Kendall Ehrlich, whom I mentioned previously. Diane in a way agreed with the comment that Kendall had made, saying that it was because of the example that she believed Britney was setting for her younger fans. Since all of this resurfaced, many people have called on the journalist to apologize, but as of right now, nothing has been said. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on the situation going on with Britney Spears and hashtag free Britney. I think everything she's had to endure for all of these years is so heartbreaking, and the fact that she's suffered in silence for so long is also so incredibly sad. What are your opinions on the matter? Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. Anyways, that's it for me. I've been your host, Brie Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, be nice to people, and stay your friends. Bye.